I'm Toni and I'm investigating the paranormal. Tonight I'm going to discover the truth behind spirit communication. We're all too familiar with the over-embellished stories of people claiming to experience something paranormal. In my investigation, I'm going to take part in 3 very different forms of spirit communication. I suppose you could say that I'm open-minded. I don't exactly dismiss the idea of spirit communication, as I've had readings in the past, and some of it has come true. On the other hand, there has been times when I thought otherwise. My first port of call was to travel to Newport for my first psychic experience.
Tarot cards are also like a clear canvas. When you open up a spread, you have a clear canvas of someone's life. You have no idea until you begin that reading how their life's going to unfold, how it was, how much oil, how much colour has been placed in their lives on that canvas. A tarot spread is therefore like a painting. All right, Toni, we're going to go on and do the 3-line spread now, which is the past, the present and the future, a very quick and direct way, which you most certainly can interact with in the middle as well. All right, so just shuffle the cards again for me. Only this time, don't put them into 3 piles, just hand them straight back to me.
Right. Okay. There are many different ways of laying out tarot cards. The Celtic cross is the most widely used. Caroline McReynolds suggested a 3-card spread covering the past, the present and the future.
Okay. Now, the one area that I want to talk about is one of criticising you in a way. So I'm not going to be too hard on you. I'm going to try, the object of this spread is to get you to start balancing things up here. You've got the 2 of Pentacles here, so let's leave the criticism alone for now, which is here and here, because these are so out of sync, and balancing in your life needs to go on. I wouldn't mind betting that that chap in your mind has been taking up more of the time there than it's probably worth, and these are maybe the repercussions of that. Here there's a balancing going on. Okay, so what are you balancing? So if we look at this side, okay, this is practically all the things that you have around you. This has been going out of sync since Christmas, in fact. You left so many loose ends here, there and everywhere, be it college, work, you intended to meet up with so-and-so, you intended all the things you intended to complete. Most things have been complete, albeit these tiny little irritating things that basically are incomplete tasks, and there are many of them. You can see the many cups.
I think the reading went really well. 3 things I'm going to take from it. I'm going to get in touch with my friends and catch up with them and spend some time with them. Also, I'm going to focus on my career aspirations. This also links into tying up all those loose ends of my work and getting on top of things.
Okay, that's that.
Okay, one question. For a task, I may have to do a tarot reading for someone. Could you give me any tips on how to prepare for this?
Yes. Firstly, I would say it's very important that you as the reader relax. When I say relax, I mean that you don't worry about it. Before you do that, try to stay entirely in the present. Before you do the reading, you won't know the information until you're in the reading. So there is no point you worrying about it. When you begin to gain experience with tarot readers, you'll realise very quickly that as long as you stay relaxed and in the present, you will begin to flow.
Even though spirit communication can allegedly be through mediumship and tarot reading, it is often the members of the public that experience this phenomenon. For this part of the investigation, I decided to look at direct spirit communication and how this affects people. I was intrigued by what I found. Newport is one of the many paranormal hotspots on the Isle of Wight. Throughout its colourful history, it has been known to have stories of murder, deceit and even revenge. One story includes a tale of a gun, a haunted inn and the legacy of death. The Wheatsheaf Inn may seem like a friendly and comfortable place to relax, but when the lights go out and the place is emptied, the building takes on a less than peaceful atmosphere. History dictates 2 men were seen leaving the inn, both carrying pistols. Both men primed and loaded the gun until a loud bang was heard, which rattled through the building. Eventually, one of the men was brought back to the inn to recover from his horrendous injuries. The doctor was called the next day to find blood-stained sheets and a gaping wound. He stated that it would be a miracle if the man was to survive. The next day, the man was found dead due to loss of blood. Ever since that day, a lady has been seen walking around in the bedroom. Many say it is the grieving man's wife, Anne, who has returned to try to find her lost love.
There is another ghost who is around quite a lot, an elderly gentleman in a frock coat and a top hat. We wonder if he may have been a previous landlord. He sometimes stands in the fireplace in the restaurant smoking a pipe, or he will come up to the bar and ask for a pint of best ale, and when you pour it and turn around, there's nobody there. Right, okay.
Okay. So Maggie, tell me what sort of experience happened in this room.
Right, well, this bedroom here, it's at the very farthest end of the building, so it's about as far away as you can get from the bar area.
Right.
And it used to be, years ago, the living quarters. That small staircase that we came up would have been the back stairs.
Right.
And then the other people would have come up the front stairs to the bedrooms. And the owners would have come up the back stairs, and this would have been their bedroom. So this area seems to be haunted by the old gentleman that I mentioned earlier. This is his favourite part of the building,
right.
Which is why we think he was probably a landlord, because we think he may have lived here at some time because he likes it up here.
We carried on talking for quite a while concerning what people had felt in the room. She claimed that many guests had felt various cold spots or sensations around the inn. The first floor appeared to be the focus of activity. I decided to move on to my second psychic experience of clairvoyance.